these hard creatures and we don't know how to like, it's not that we don't know how. It's that sometimes I'm standing here looking for where I can and know.
There's a big misconception that women that lead want to lead all the time.
Yeah.
Including in our households. And I've had this conversation, same thing with my guy, where I'm like, look, I think in the beginning, matter of fact, when I was in Joy's shoes, it was like, look, listen, I just innately take charge of things. But in my relationship, when I come home, I don't want to have to make all the decisions. I don't want to have to think all the time. You know, I want to be able to turn off so that you can get the best of me.
I realized too, like for me, and I think life changes what we do. Like I have had extreme decision fatigue over the last couple of months. So even down to like, what do you want to eat? I'm like, pick it. Like I don't know, right? Like I really, it's not being difficult. I'm not being indecisive. I don't know. And I also, you know, the things that we don't necessarily think about, and I guess what I'm thinking about more in depthly. So just a little bit of personal story so it makes sense. My dad had stage 4 lung cancer. I watched my mom be a caregiver. My dad passed in 2009. My mom was sick before she passed. We weren't really sure all the things that were going on. But I've also been of the mind of like, you know, I want somebody for whom, if I have to wipe them, that it is a privilege to wipe them. I know that sounds like real.
No, I love it.
I want to like and enjoy whoever I partner with in a way where if they're not able to do all the other things, right? And if it's down to like wiping noses and tails, like that I enjoy this person so much, that this person, the conversations we have, the banter we have, you know, I was clear that my parents probably weren't intimate for the last year or so of my dad's life, right? Like, you know, am I annoyed now that we have intimacy built in other ways where sex is not the only intimacy we have? So I think what I've run into, and I think the conundrum I'm in is that what I am looking for really is a deeper level of, I don't necessarily just need somebody to help me pay bills or take out garbage or do the day-to-day. And now let me get me right. I do want somebody to be willing to take out this garbage. Let me hold that, right? But I realized that, you know, with some of the things that I've navigated, being able to the points that were made after a long day, be able to fold into, I couldn't sleep for a while, right? After my mom passed. And in my mind, I remember being like, if there was just somebody to snuggle up underneath and feel safe, right? To feel like after you coming home from a long day, the person is not there waiting for you to serve them, but they also are mindful of you, that we serve each other in this space. And so I think that's when I'm looking at that kind of balance, right? It's trying to find somebody that doesn't just see what it is that I can bring, but it's also thinking about how to help me show up as my best self, or sees doing for me as part of their privilege, right? And that's something that I was able to witness in my parents. I witnessed it in my grandparents. I've been blessed to see Black love, right, in a way that was real. I've lived under it. Like I've seen what it looks like. So I'm not chasing something I don't believe exists, but I think those pieces help us to sit in our femininity. I think a lot of times women get pegged as we are, especially Black women or women that are doing certain things or achieving certain levels of success, that like we are these hard creatures and we don't know how to like, it's not that we don't know how. It's that sometimes I'm standing here looking for where I can and no one's offering me that place, right? And so I think for me, when we're thinking about the value that I believe, you know, that I'm looking for the men in my life to bring, it is not necessarily bringing me more things to do. I'm not necessarily looking for compliments. I do want to feel validated. I do want to feel like I'm beautiful, like all those things. But I also want to know that like you got me. I want to know that like at the end of an argument, when you walk out the room, you walk in to go, you know, flush the toilet and you're not getting your keys and coat and walking out the door. Like those are certain levels of stability that I'm looking for. Like we're in this. And so whether this business makes $1 million or a million mistakes, like we're riding through this stuff in a way where we got each other. And I think that's part of, and I think some of what women are looking for as far as standards is, can you hold up, right, under the pressure of my humanity? right? Like when I take off this girdle and this makeup, right? Are you good with being able to sit with the parts of me that I cannot unpack in front of this audience that's going to stop paying me, right? Are you willing to sit with that and not judge me for it, not throw it up in my face in an argument, like none of the, not, remind me that they think you great, but I know you this over here, but like always like affirming. So I think those are the pieces at this stage in my life that I'm looking for. I'm not looking for a welfare check. I'm not looking to marry somebody to swipe credit cards. Now, here's the other part. I do want you to have your own stability. So we got to find these balances, right? But the big things that stand out to me really are how you support me in my emotional space. Can I be all of the soft things that I want to be after a hard day in this space, right? Are you able to be complimentary on a day that I'm not feeling great about myself? Are you the person that can say the thing that makes it feel like it, like, are you helping things make sense, right? Can I fold into, can I also be strong with you and you not turn that against me? You know what I mean? Like, can I be weak and strong, right?
That's big.
All those things.
That's big when you talk about, can I be strong and you not turn that against me?
Yeah.
I've seen that over and over. When I was dating, I've seen that over and over, to the point where, you insult me and call me sir.
Yep.
Right? Things like that.